Alright, then welcome back. We are now playing, once again, Bendy in the Dark Revival. This is part 4. We are on chapter 4. And, I suppose it's been a little bit. We should do... Oh, don't want to do a new game. Should do a bit of a recap. So, not to mention, the rest of my Bendy in the Dark Revival streams are no longer on Twitch, so a recap would probably be best. Alright, so... We are Audrey. We work at Archgate. Hi, Bendy. I forgot about you. You're fucking awesome. Anyways, we work at Archgate Pictures. Our name is Audrey. And we are... Well, we essentially got killed by the old janitor, Wilson, who appears to be some sort of dictator in this world. I thought that was a flashlight for a second. I thought someone was coming. So, you know, we start going through this hell of the constant loop of the ink machine or whatever. I think it was called the Eternal Machine, as it was called in Chapter 3. Because that's all it was. If you don't remember Bendy and the Ink Machine, which was the first game, the main character, Henry, it was essentially he was dead, which is why he was in this world in the first place. And he kept living a constant loop. It's what this world was supposed to be. It's supposed to be a constant loop. But something happened, and it's no longer that. It's not cycling like it was. So, we are either saying screw it and figuring out how to escape, or figuring out how to fix it, or whatever. I don't remember. And we got Bendy. I really hope he's not like the ink demon. Alright, let's get her going. No, he follows me. That's awesome. Hey, don't be sitting in the chair. We got work to do. It's been a while since I played the game. I don't think I need food, but just in case. Whoa. This is all underground, too. That's crazy. I keep forgetting I still need to keep an eye out for little hidey holes and such like this. Can I go into any of these buildings? Heavenly Toys. Or am I just... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Am I just not going to get any interactions from the Ink Demon because the Ink Demon and Bendy are the same person, and Bendy's right here? Is it like a split personality thing, or is it like actually like two individuals? I really hope that's the case.
Looks like we need to find an ID card somewhere around here. Any ideas, Bendy?
Is there one in there? It was an idea there, buddy. It was an idea. Alright, so I have to find an ID card. I'm probably able to enter one of these buildings. He just checked. It was an idea there, bud. It's okay. You're doing fine. Maybe one of the cars? Oh, battery? What was that? Oh. Oh, it's just the leaf that was flashing. Oh, I can search these? Alright, well, that gives me an idea. Probably an ID card in one of these. Yeah, I knocked over your can, so you're gonna do better. We still have yet to see a Boris. It squeaks! I misclicked again. Oh, it's in here. Oh, what's in here, Bendy?
Nothing in here. Let's keep looking.
Alright, so I'm able to search trash cans, too.
There's nothing in here. Sorry, Bendy. Empty. Well, maybe it's somewhere else.
Nope. Nope.
Empty. Well, maybe it's somewhere else.
Is Bendy gonna keep directing me to the wrong places? Or are we eventually just gonna reach it? I love it. I just have like a little buddy I can just send off and go search for things. Oh, wait a minute. What about in here? I can't search in there. Oh, apparently I'm looking... I keep pressing the flow. Apparently I have no idea what I can search through. Oh. The future has arrived. I just didn't know it would get here so soon. Some stuff that's been coming out of GENT doesn't follow any rules of physics that I know of. Hard to believe they started as a bricklaying company once upon a time. Nowadays, we all have modern conveniences and, worse yet, the headaches. Take that ID card machine they've got at the door. You don't bring your ID, you ain't getting to work. So I started putting my ID card on the nightstand in that room in the downside hotel. It's not the safest place, but at least I know where it is. Alright.
Looks like we found a clue.
Downside hotel. Where's the hotel, Bendy? Oh, but when it comes to looking through trash cans, they're useful. Alright, let's go. Downside hotel. Oh.
Oh yeah? I'll just start my own place.
Ow. I'm sorry, but you won't be doing that? Branch. Well, it looks like I'm going in here. The beef is people. I sure hope it's not. There's a people over there. Don't see me. Where's Bendy? Oops. Where'd Bendy go? Oh, he's okay. He's right here. He's just chilling. Alright, yeah, you can chill. While I go risk my life. And here I was just ripping on Bendy for going through trash cans. Tasty eats. Oh, eat tasty. Oh, eat tasty. It is tasty eats. What am I saying? Downside hotel. Here we go. What's up, bud? How we doing? Reload. Happy to see you back again. I don't need to be in there. Alright. What? What are you pointing at? Oh, this is the old GENT building. Yeah, but we need an ID card for that. You can just stay there pointing at the door there, okay? You can. Okay. You're growing some common sense now, Bendy? Alright, let's go. Okay, so we need to get the ID.
It's kind of creepy in here.
What do you mean? There's a little Boris sitting at the reception desk. That's amazing. Service. I need to stop pressing that button. I can flow upwards? I can flow upwards. I also know there's a way to power up my GENT pipe. I think that was tab. Nah, I don't remember. Oh, I need to go up again. Okay. I missed. Cool. That was awkward. And up. Yes. Okay. He said he left his... Oh, I'm stuck. Left his key card on the nightstand.
Well, gee,
Oh, Jesus.
you haven't gotten far.
Don't do that!
Hi, Joey.
Wait. How did you get in here?
Oh, I have my ways.
And are you Bendy?
How goes the journey?
Slow, but I'll get through.
Ah, I see you have your father's never-quit go-getter spirit.
Oh, now you knew my father. Well, newsflash, I didn't even know my father. Or my mother. Or anyone else in my family.
Oh.
I see then. You've chosen to forget the past. I can understand that.
What are you talking about?
Look, I don't think you're ready for this, but hang on to your lunch money. There's something I want to show you.
Wait. What are you doing?
Is Henry Audrey's father? I'm throwing that theory out there right now.
All right, Joey. I'm here.
Called it.
Let's see if we can find what you wanted.
Oh, we're back. Oh, this is the old studio. From the first game. Oh, that's so cool. I just fucking called that.
Over here. Come have a seat. This won't take long.
Fine, I'll sit down. I'm at the old Joey Drew studio.
Very old place. Full of memories. But never mind all that. There's a little story you need to hear. You ready? Here we go. Once upon a time, Audrey, there was a bitter old man
Joey.
who had lost just about everything.
Joey.
Right. The real Joey Drew. He blamed everyone but himself for his mistakes, but mostly he blamed his old business partner for abandoning their work years and years ago. A man by the name of Henry Stein, great artist and a good friend. In his anger, Joey used an evil machine to create another world. A world made of paper and ink, where he'd torment his own version of Henry forevermore. But one day, a miracle happened. An angel came into Joey's life, a young woman by the name of Allison Pendle. She didn't visit often, but when she did, she saw something good in Joey no one else could, including himself. Through their friendship,
Oh, you made breakfast?
he began to see the
I'm
world
making
with
cinnamon
better
rolls right now.
eyes.
That's just the first.
So one day,
Thank you, babe.
Joey's cartoon cycle of hatred, he gave Henry an angel of his own to guide him when things were most dark, to always provide hope. It was then Joey decided to make something new. Something he had always wanted, but he could never have. A family. But not a cartoon one. Something real. And after many, many tries, he created something that made him happier than he ever could have imagined. A wonderful, loving daughter. Bright, kind, almost human. He created you, Audrey.
What? Are you crazy?
Oh, I was so wrong.
I know it's a lot to believe.
Who do you think you are? I wasn't born from some machine. I'm flesh and blood. I'm not some kind of ink monster.
Just because we're born of darkness doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose, to believe what we want to believe.
Take me back. Right now. I'm not listening to any more of your lies.
Remember who you are, Audrey.
Leave me alone.
Man's just trying to take you back. Okay. So we got some lore.
It's not true. It can't be.
Okay, so events of Bendy and the Ink Machine, the first game, which is all in the world that Joe created, that he put Henry through, and just to torment him for leaving, because you just cuz. It's like, nah, you want to leave? Screw you, dude. That's essentially what happened there. And so that Allison Pendle from the earlier videos is Alice. You know, the friendly Alice that we met in like the first stream, the second stream, and who we talked to in the last stream. Last stream, but just never found us. I forgot she was just looking for us. Last thing she said was, "Stay there. I'm gonna come look for you," and we just left. So no, Bendy opened the door for us, and we left. So I could just see Allison get in there, just like, "Well, cool." So wait, what was I just saying? Right. So Allison Pendle is that version of Alice Angel, that Joey had also put into the machine, along with everybody else from the studio. Okay, so that further proves that it was just a loop that Joey put Henry in just to torment him. And we're just in different world. Actually, that was confirmed in the last stream too. But I was so wrong about Audrey being Henry's father. She's technically Joey's father? Wait, what? What did I say? Oh my lord. Joey's daughter? But not really, because she was made from the ink machine? It's so weird. And interesting. The keepers see everything. What's in here? Nothing. Hi, Boris. That's... okay, we got some lore bits here. Always love lore. We got a Bendy to keep... to meet up with. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Ow! Tab. It's not Tab. It is Tab. I'm gonna head back up here and get some heals. I did not hear a word he said. He said something about keepers, cycle breakers, and that the keepers are watching. That's about all I picked up from that. What's that, bro? Where's Bendy at in all this? Hope he's fine. which continues to make me believe that he's still the ink demon. Just trying to... It's more of just like a friendly state. And this door is open. That door wasn't open before. Please tell me that's just Bendy going to get like a donut or something. Oh, it's upgrades. I'll take upgrades. Break the glass. Alright, what do we want to upgrade? We want to upgrade our cooldown. I haven't really had a problem with stamina. My cooldown is pretty good. It's not bad. I guess I'll go for health. Yeah, I'll go for health. Alright, health is maxed out. I'll probably get stamina on the next one. Or unless my ability cooldown becomes an issue. Where's Bendy? Is he broken? We are the keepers? Oh, the gent workers are... Wait, what? Or are these guys hanging are the keepers? Oh, that's not good. I was right! I was right, he is still the ink demon. Oh. At least I was right about one theory. Oh, Bendy went through the wall! Okay, so it is like a two-person different body, like a split personality thing. We have Bendy and we have the ink demon just sharing a body. I feel like the ink demon's entrance should have been more of a jump scare. This game is getting progressively less scary. I think that's how it was with the last game too. It's like during the beginning portion, like the first two chapters, it was more based on the scares, the jump scares, the spooks. But as the game went on, it focused more on the story and the combat and just the exploration. Wasn't much toward the scariness. Of course, the atmosphere is spooky and such.
I don't like to ask questions. I believe everyone's got their own business. You hear something, you leave it alone. But when you spent as much time in and out of a jug as I have, you learn to keep your mouth shut about things, you know? So when I saw this here ad in the newspaper that reads, GENT Corporation looking for research subjects pays $3.50 a week, I figured it'd be good for me. Easy money, right? With my record, you can't afford to be picky. But it turns out something really wrong is going on in this place. I mean, I've seen dead people before, but here, death is like a way of life. A clockwork march. They wheel out the bodies, and they disappear down the chute. Forgotten men from the street, paid to die. $3.50 a week.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Of course, this is an award where like a cup of coffee was 15 cents. Oh wait, we're gonna see a ton of that. Alright, so Gent was just experimenting on people? For what? Definitely had to do... Oh, it was condemned in 1952. Huh. That's interesting. That's obviously a body. But we now know that that we're just in in a made-up world. Got you on over here while prepping dinner, enjoying it. Happy to hear you're enjoying it. What are you guys making for dinner? Something good, I hope. What is Gent experimenting on within the ink machine, within this world? I don't quite get it. Security lock code. You know, you'd think that these people would start using, you know, like padlocks and such, not these complicated 3-number locks. See, and the door code is just right there. Alright. 523. And it's just tell no one. Great security, guys. It's... Oh, do I need to put power in this place? Can I not upgrade it? Oh, I probably just don't have this schematic for it, actually. And I can't flow in there. I already forgot what it was. 523. Yeah, even the puzzles aren't that difficult right now. Okay, well, this isn't a combat room. I don't know what is. How's my health at? I didn't want to do that, but okay, we're ready. Let's go! What the Oh, are you gonna start testing on me?
My name is Audrey. I'm not here to cause you any trouble. Look, I just want to go home. Please, can you help me?
There's a vent there.
I'm sure we can reach an agreement. Let's just talk. Who are you?
Alright, well, that's pretty vague. Am I the only one hearing footsteps?
Where did you come from?
Oh, it's just the static. Okay.
Who made you? Can you take me to him? He wanted me to find him. Please let me see him.
Ah, well, now I know I need to go in the vent. Come on, let me in the vent. Oh. I guarantee if I didn't see this vent before, I would have been dead. Oh boy. Alright, that's spooky. Okay, I'm trying to figure... Alright, how easy are these guys to kill? I'm also still trying to figure out what's really going on here. Okay, I need to grasp what's going on here. Where is this keeper guy? There he is. I wish I could see out of this stupid closet. Alright, so we're in the old Gent building. Gent created the ink machine, and now they're experimenting on people within it. Or Gent was just experimenting on people in general in the real world. Now these keepers appear to have control over everything. They are made by Wilson, but they say the subject is too dangerous, too hazardous to see. So, oh Lord, pardon me. Was Wilson one of the volunteers that where'd he go? Oh, right there. Is he one of the volunteers? I don't know how hard these guys are to kill, and I really don't feel like finding out. Oh God, how? Alright, so alright. Well, cool. Alright, so the moment we're spotted, we're dead. Cool, cool, cool. Nope. Let's charge the gent pipe. Alright, so not even being crouched down, they can see you. I thought I was hidden, but whatever. So you're gonna go over there. How far are you gonna go? Oh wait, that's where I came from. I don't know how to get around to you. How long does it take you to turn around? This is gonna take a minute. This is definitely all stealth. Alright, so it takes you a little bit to go around. I can probably... In that time, I can probably walk down and... I can flow down then go around. Maybe. Okay, and I just need to stay out of its... headlight? Or how close am I able to get? Okay, I can get pretty close. I just need to stay out of its lamp light. I thought this was supposed to like go around. Now I can't see him. I want to get to there. So you're gonna go look over here and then disappear. So maybe are you gonna turn around like toward that way? Maybe I can walk over here and stay out of your light. Oh, that's freaky. Oh, that's bugging out a little bit. Okay, alright. All you do is stay out of your light. Oh, they're freaky looking. Oh, are you just gonna walk around this here? Okay, yep, we're good. Yeah. What's in there? Oh, is this just a way to go around? Okay. Yeah, it was. Alright, cool. I might have to wait for him to come back and then turn around before I run back over there, just to be safe. Maybe I have time. I just need to stay out of his light. Wait, what? Alright. Okay, that door opened up. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Go, 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 go! And hide. Oh, that's not a... If that's not a hallway, I'm gonna get jump scared, and I don't know what is. Alright, go, go. Another keeper. Alright, so these guys were tasked with capturing and sedating the ink demon and inevitably killing it. Okay. Where do I go from here? That looks like a... No, that's a battery refill or something? I don't know. Card exchange. Oh, shit. Please don't come in here. Can I loot you? Alright, you're not coming in here. Good, good, good. Okay, so they were tasked with getting the ink demon and inevitably killing it. But I think I'm gonna save my resources on the next GENT pipe upgrade, because these lockers haven't really given me much. Of course, they've given me other resources and such, but I believe I'm just giving away less than what I'm taking away. Alright. Now, do you go in like a figure 8? In that case, it'll be easy to follow your pattern. Where's your light? There it is. Yeah, you follow like a figure 8 kind of pattern. I just need to go through there. Alright, I'm just going to follow your path. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, I want that battery. Go, 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 go. Okay, so I just need to stay out of its light, is what I'm hearing here. Cycle breakers. Well, wasn't that hard to get here. Did I miss anything? It doesn't seem like I did. Hidey hole. It's in there. I don't think I can get in there. No, I don't think I missed anything. Oh god, I'm so intrigued with the story of all this. Oh well, that's great.
That's where the ghost.
Oh Jesus!
Just beyond that door.
Where did you come from?
This prison, the pit. No one ever comes out. At least they're never quite the same. But I could open the door for you. I do know how. I really do.
Thank you. That would...
But first, maybe play a game. Oh, I love to play games. I like hide and seek best. Find me and I'll open the door for you. I promise. Look away while I hide and no peeking.
Okay, great. Heidi. 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 Heidi? Heidi? Heidi. That's both lame and awesome at the same time. Okay, but is this keeper? Yeah, the keeper's still there. Alright, so where can Heidi hide? Can Heidi hide in the hidey holes? Can I flow up there? Did I go in here? Oh, it's probably gonna get open from the other side. Where is it? It's right there. Oh, there's a ladder up there. I wonder. Yeah, I can. Should I go over there, or... I'm gonna go here first, just so I can... That's just where the ladder can go. Alright, so I guess that is another easy getaway from the keeper.
Experiment 26. Frequent delays due to the ink demon's refusal to terminate. Keepers have administered quarter-hourly sessions of physical tortures and surgical invasions to wear down his powers. All of these efforts have been ultimately unsuccessful. A new method of control must be devised. Termination impossible.
You idiots tortured the ink demon? That was a bad idea. No wonder you're... I thought that was the keeper. No wonder you're all dead. Well, you're not dead, but like you're... Alright. Go over here. I could be able to flow up on there too and get here. Is Heidi up here? I forgot for a second what I was doing. Right, jump and hooah! I heard something. I didn't expect it to be this easy. Oh, I hear her laughing. Oh. Wait. Yeah, I found you, but what's in here? Oh my god. The keepers have taken my friend, locked him away like some animal, just 'cause he's big and strong. But they don't need to feed him, no. If they just made sure to feed him on time, Big Steve won't ever hurt a fly. He loves the food from Little Devil Lounge. Little Devil Lounge, best. If only someone would take him a long road back through the sewers to climb up the elevator shaft and seek out his favorite thumping delicacy, they would see how harmless he really is. Now, is this Big Steve character the Ink Demon? that the memo writer just didn't understand? Or is Big Steve something else I should be worried about? Let's upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade my stamina on this one. Upgrade stamina. Listen to this report here. I'm done with that.
I know you're not done with that, but the same rolls are done.
Yeah, I still have the food.
Into the form designated as Bendy. He is smaller in size and harmless in this more timid state. His powers are also greatly reduced. Using links of steel
Thank you.
wire to cut into the side of his body, he now registers emotional responses. There were tears of ink documented, screams of pain. It was delightful to see such progress. The ink demon will remain in this small form indefinitely.
Well, first of all, clearly not. You guys are doing a pretty shit job of keeping him in his, smaller form indefinitely. But you tortured my boy Bendy? Okay, so yeah, this is where they tortured him and then somehow found out how to bring him back into his smaller state. But clearly that isn't working. Well, good thing I went up there first. This is a cutscene. Oh. Oh, yeah, Big Steve is something different. Are you friendly? The memo said you were nice. I take it I can't go past you? Can I hit you? I'm gonna hit you. And we're about to see what happens. Is he just definitely eating that briefcase? Or that piece of metal or whatever it is? Oh god! I deserve everything that's coming. I deserve that! Okay. Yeah. Load. That is why I saved. I feel like my last save, it said cave entrance. So. Sorry, city entrance. So. Big Steve, you're good. You can just chill there. That's your name, right? Big Steve? Little Steve? Big Steve? Steve. Great, being strong. Big Steve. Hey, Big Steve. Can I just lock the gate? Okay, you just stay there, Big Steve. I won't touch you. You won't touch me. Heidi! How we doing? Don't go in there.
Oh, you did it! You found me! Oh, this is so exciting! You were brilliant!
Now, can you open that door for me?
Oh, yes, the door. I think you'll find it's open now. Oh, and also, let me give you something.
A new superpower?
Special. Just a small reminder of our game together.
I'm instantly able to teleport into hiding spaces. Fast travel! Interact with Link or play. That's so cool! Where am I going? Oh, I'm back here? Oh, so I can't choose where I go. Whoops. I can't really choose where I go, but I can... Let me replenish the battery, because I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's so cool, though! Unless on my cinnamon roll. That's so cool. Alright, let's head back. Yeah, so that just goes to show how I'm no longer human at all. I just like flow across these canisters to avoid the keeper. I don't want to just jump now. No, I'm gonna fall short. Ah, you big dumb idiot. And flow. Alright, just to be sure I can avoid you, I'm going to jump down and flow immediately. Or you're just going to go that way, jump down, flow. We're good. Alright, so now I'm able to fast travel. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, it is open. And now I should be able to just fast travel here. Nice. Now what's going to happen here?
Really?
Decom. Thank you. Any keepers I should be worried about? Probably. Is that the projectionist head? It is! Oh, I hate it. Subject 414.
Excuse me.
That's a dude.
Sir? Can you help me?
You must be really lost to be asking me for help.
I'm just looking for answers. About the keepers,
That's Henry.
Wilson, the cycle. Anything could help.
What's your name?
Audrey. What's yours?
Honestly, I've almost forgotten. My name is Henry.
Have you been a prisoner long?
The keepers think
What?
you're a threat to their plans. They lock you away. Forever. Still, it's given me time to think. Things like, if you haven't eaten in years, you might not be human.
Why would you be a threat to them?
I'm what they call a cycle breaker. Once upon a time, I knew how to start the cycle over. And when that happens, everything begins again. Completely new. Obviously, Wilson and the Keepers don't want that to happen.
How did you do it?
Reset the cycle? Turns out the Ink Demon himself is the key. This world is his, but even he must obey its rules. For now, at least. If you can get him to look at something very specific, it will reset everything.
What is it?
It's just a reel of film, labeled with the words, "The End." I can see it in my mind every day. They keep it upstairs in the pit.
I'll see if I can break in and steal it. Maybe, if I reset the cycle, we could make things better for everyone here.
And what about you?
I just want to go home.
So did I. Good luck, Audrey. If you need me again, you know where to find me.
So that's what happened to Henry. How do I hide? Where do I hide? I don't know where to hide. Because that was definitely a keeper. Let's head up. Watch the keeper be up here. So that's the pit. Subject 418. The keeper's down here. So that's the security lock. I don't want to make progress yet. I'm so... Oh, fuck. Oh, Ink Demon. I forgot about that. Okay, so... Okay. So now Bendy is back in his, demon state. Who's subject 418? Sammy? What has Wilson been doing? Oh. Bertram Piedmont. That's Bertram. He was like a sentient Ferris wheel in the last game. Oh god, dude, that's not cool. Can I break off the wheel? No, that would have been cool. A little homage to how you beat him in the last game. Dude, that's so fucked. Alright, so they have... I need to... I'm gonna stick close to a hidey hole. So they have... Samuel Wilson, which is like one of the music guys for Joey Drew Studios. They have Benjamin Piedmont, or Bertram Piedmont, not Benjamin. And he had plans for a sort of Bendy themed theme park. The projectionist, I don't remember who he was. But he was probably one of my least favorite enemies in the game. I forget exactly. I guess his death or his character was like a major plot point in the story. So he's considered a cycle breaker. Then there's Henry Stein, which is an obvious one. You play as him in the last game. And he's the one that actually resets the cycle. Contraband. The Looking Glass. Main axe. Just a record? I don't remember the importance of the record. The Looking Glass, essentially, you could look through it, obviously. And you could see a bunch of hidden messages that I think Henry left behind for himself for when the cycle resets. Subject 2. Who's this? Oh, is it Boris? Are you worthy to walk away with angels? That's Alice Angel. Are you worthy to walk with angels? Yeah! They somehow managed to get the Alice Angel in here too. She's probably just chilling in the dark corner. Ah, dude, that's so messed up. But it's so interesting to see all these major plot points in the original story just locked away. And it showed, like, not having these major plot points messes everything up. That's so... Man. Okay. So, let me save. I keep forgetting I'm trying to save. I don't remember what my last autosave was. So, Lurker's Lair. Oh, it's called a Lurker. Oh, whatever. So the Keepers and Wilson are trying to stop the cycle from resetting so they continue, or Wilson more specifically, is trying to stop the cycle from resetting so he can continue his reign or what's going on here, is what I'm picking up. So to do that, he's trying to avoid Henry's story from ever happening. Capturing Henry, capturing Sammy, the projectionists, the Alice Angel. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a Boris in there. Trying to subdue the Ink Demon. Oh, that's just you. There's always hope. I don't want to stand in there in case there's like a cage that's going to come up or down. There's always hope. But yeah, I feel like there should be a Boris, or at least in here, because Henry finding Boris was also a major plot point. But I guess the main plot point with Boris wouldn't really happen if Henry never interacted with Alice Angel. Is there a place I can hide? Oh shit. Was I supposed to do something there? Oh, that was supposed to happen. Okay, cool.
A savior comes at last.
Wilson?
Oh boy.
Rest yourself, Audrey. You're still weak. The Keepers can be relentless to strangers. But there's nothing to fear as long as I'm with you.
I didn't think it was going to be this easy.
You did this to me. You brought me here. Turned me into this thing. This doesn't make sense. I've never done anything to you.
Open your eyes and look around you. None of this makes sense.
Has a
Drawn
point.
walls, nightmarish creatures, an ancient studio that died out almost 30 years ago. It's all fiction, utter nonsense. And yet, in here, it exists. It breathes. It flourishes. Reality, guided by its master's pen. The foundation for a new reality. We can bleed into our own. Just think of it. Anything we create in here, we can release out there. But first, this world must be controlled, made safe. These things, these angels and demons, are they really life? Or are they just stains? Old mistakes.
You bastard.
Ready to be cleansed away for newer, greater things.
What do you want from me?
I need your help
Yeah, right.
to save my father's life.
Ch-
What?
Screw you, old man.
This is our start.
Up yours.
We'll talk more once we're safely inside.
Up yours, old man. I feel like I could have... Chapter 5. The Dark Revival. Okay. I feel like I could have definitely avoided that keeper. I definitely should not be where I am right now. Save game unavailable. Okay, whatever. So it probably auto-saved. Or it's about to auto-save. Go! Just hawk the old man right now and I mean, where am I supposed to run to, really? Save game unavailable. What's the load? If anything, I'll just get back to it next stream. Okay, but that is the end of this stream. That is chapter 4. And that is a lot to take in. A lot to take in. So... that's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not quite sure what to make of all this detail. 'Cause there's so much detail that has been shoved into the player's face all at once. But there is definitely a lot of story in this chapter. This is, again, what I was saying earlier in the stream, earlier in the video, that the game is now focused more on the story and the combat. Not even so much combat, on more of the story than the spooks, and all that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just there's just a recurring theme that I'm catching with the Bendy and this, that, and the next thing games. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival. I'm sensing that reoccurring pattern. Okay, so where are we at? Wilson wants control over the world that Joey created. Joey's dead, but his memory still lives on in that world, in the Eternal Machine or whatever. I'm just calling it the Eternal Machine because the chapter in which we figured that out was called the Eternal Machine. It's okay. All right. I'm trying to piece it together because there's so much that makes sense that doesn't make sense. But Wilson brought up a really good point. None of it makes sense. The world is completely hand-drawn. All the creatures, it just doesn't make sense. Of course, in that retrospect. Within the game. In that retrospect? I don't think I used that word right. So, Wilson created the Keepers. The Keepers are labeling him too dangerous, which makes sense. But the Keepers are following his rule, his orders to stop the cycle. The cycle being the events of the Bendy and Ink Machine. Henry enters the studio because of Joey's torment, goes through the entire game, and then plays the reel that was labeled the end, which just shows Bendy the end screen from like the old 1920s cartoons, like, you know, like the Warner Brothers That's All Folks or whatever. That's the end of the show. So then it resets. Wilson and the Keepers want to stop that. So they capture Henry, they capture Sammy, Alice Angel, the projectionist, and they want to eliminate the Ink Demon. They find that they can't do that, so they resort to just nullifying it into its cartoonish state. Clear, obviously that doesn't work. At least it's a temporary fix. I'm speaking all sorts of obvious. That's no shit, Carbon. Of course, all that shit happened. We watched it too. I hear you saying from behind the screen. Screw you. I wanted to overanalyze it. So what I do, I overanalyze shit. Yes, all the time. I do that a lot. It's a problem. It's a problem when it comes to certain things. Anyways, that's chapter 4. Maybe next week or the end of the week. Maybe sooner. I don't know yet. We will finish up the game and we will play through chapter 5. Despite all of it being, less based on the jump scares and such, I definitely enjoy this game. I love the story of Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival. Easily, probably one of my favorite game franchises. Audrey Studios, all the guys making the game, they did a real good job. They're doing a real good job. Of course, play the game for yourself, see how you like it. I understand that this kind of game is not everyone's cup of tea, based on who stays, who doesn't, live wise, who watches it ahead of time, who doesn't. I don't know if people watching it will be able to interact with the chat, but I am going to throw in my YouTube channel because that's where these streams end up. Because they cannot stay on Twitch for so long. So, Control C. I am going to throw YouTube on there, so you guys can go back and watch all the other videos, all the this stream. If it's no longer on Twitch, they will be on my YouTube because that's where they stay, and they will not be deleted after a week. Like Twitch, which is fine. No big deal with that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Live or in the future, really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, feel free to drop a follow, tune in for the next stream, and subscribe to the YouTube so if you miss the streams, you won't miss the videos on there. Appreciate you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good one. Carbon out.